What's up, guys? I'm back with another video. This is the fight against poverty. So, that being said, we're gonna dive right in. Today's video is going to be about Kenneth Young's Front Door Divergence program. It's a housing program. I'm not gonna get too into it on this slide, but I'm gonna just explain how I came to find out about it. Um, so my therapist, her name is Tammy. She was kind enough to give me the information about this resource that was available, and she thought I was a perfect fit for it. So a little bit of history about myself. I've been hospitalized uh, 3 times. So no, actually I've been hospitalized 4 times. And the experience, my first experience being hospitalized wasn't fun at all. You know, I didn't know what was going on. I had no clue about that place. When I say that place, I mean a psychiatric facility. So, with that being said, you know, I'm gonna go into the first location, and I actually been there twice. It's called Hargrove. It's on the west side of Chicago. So it's a pretty rough spot. I've seen a lot of things there. Try to say it without bad mouthing them, because I know the people there are really trying to help people, but the things I saw there were a bit much, you know. I mean, just one thing I saw was a patient getting beat up by a staff member. And you know, that place, when I say that place, psychiatric facility, it I believe requires a great deal of patience. And if you don't have that patience, you probably shouldn't be there. Or if you're not really trying to help people that are in need, that are going through mental health issues, I really think they shouldn't be in that place if they don't have that tolerance level to deal with those type of things. Yeah, I saw a patient get beat up. Now, did the patient provoke the staff member? Maybe. But that was one experience. My next experience at Hargrove wasn't so bad. You know, I really started to understand that side of things, as far as mental health, how to take care of yourself, how to voice how you're feeling, and you know, I started seeing therapists. My first therapist, I wasn't so into it, so I gave up on it, and I didn't have health insurance at the time, I think, so pretty expensive. Yeah, so I've been to a psychiatric ward. I've talked to therapists. I've been to groups. You know, you listen to people. I think that's the best part of being in a psychiatric ward. You really get to listen to people and just listen to them and hear what they're going through and how it's unbearable at the moment. And a lot of times we had those things, and the psychiatric wards, it's like people open up eventually. Eventually, if they're really there trying to get help, they open up eventually. And it really it really gives you a different look when you hear other people's struggles, and then you see yourself and them through your struggles as well, and that's how you can relate. And my last experience at a psychiatric ward was, I think it was one of the best groups. I mean, I've been AA. It honestly was one of the best groups. I think a few of the patients, we shed tears. We got each other exchange numbers. You're not supposed to do that. Some of the people I still keep in contact with to this day. Other people, it is kind of a weird space. You met at a psychiatric ward and you trying to communicate outside of it is that's a whole nother thing. So, but my last experience led me into the Kenneth Young front door divergent program, or Divergence. For this program, you do have to be coming out of a mental hospital and in need. Well, we'll get into that later, but you do have to be on your way out, and you have to request it while you're in there. So you have to have prior knowledge of it to find out about it. And you have caseworkers there that help you sort all that out. And I ended up getting denied for it. When I'm leaving, I ended up going back out into the real world. No job. Yeah, having to live with my dad, and that alone is a rough experience. I mean, it was a rough experience. Because parents expect more out of you. They don't want to see you in places like that. They don't know how to deal with their own feelings. Wow, I'm sitting here on YouTube discussing it, but yeah, it 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 really, I didn't know how to feel when I came out after getting rejected from the program to that program that was ultimately going to give me housing. It sounded great. It sounded great when I was in there, but I got rejected, and sure enough, I was out just thinking like, how am I gonna do this? How am I gonna do this? In my last video, I talked about the guaranteed income I had. Even with that, and that lets you know poverty is real. It really is real. I've had experiences where I slept outside, walked in below zero, and walked long distances, and I was in that, about to be in that mindset, and just as I was, putting it behind me, they called me back and said, and my therapist said, I'm gonna talk to some people because you've been a part of Kenneth Young. You've seen me for almost 2 years, 3 years, and things have been the same. And when I say the same, it's been kind of bad. But my therapist put the word through, and I ended up getting accepted into this program, the Front Door Diversion program. And it honestly changed my life. It changed my life completely. I'm in my own apartment. I'm paying my own bills. I have a car. Things. And this is all in a matter of March. Going into March of this year, 2023. It took, I always say late February. That's how long it took. That's how long all this took. And you think back to last year, I couldn't imagine myself being here recording, a video in my own place. My kids got a place to sleep. My apartment is right around the corner from my daughter's school. Like, I couldn't have asked for any. I have nothing else to ask for. I have everything I need to survive. And that's why programs like these should be all across the United States. And this is another pilot program I'm a part of. Another pilot program I'm a part of. So I'm gonna get into some details. So you guys, I'm gonna show you my sources, show you that I'm not making this up. It's not a facade. This is real. Everything I've said so far is real. And all it took for me was to go ask for help. Say I'm in need of help. I'm in need of help. A lot of people say, some people it's just hard to put your pride to the side, but I've learned that pride would get you nowhere. So I went ahead and asked for help, and I just to see 4 walls, roof over my head, door that locks, toilet that flushes, dishes that I can wash in my sink. And then all the furniture in my house, it was, I think the program paid $80, and I got a couch, I got 2 chairs, I got a bookcase. I always wanted a bookcase. Got a TV stand, got a TV that my daughter unfortunately broke, but it's okay. You know what I'm saying? It's just got beds, all that, all of that, just by saying I need some help. Wow, wow. But we're gonna get into more details about this program. That was my story of how I found out about it. And this is definitely a way to fight poverty. For sure. For sure. And this wasn't my intent. This is literally God's plan. I started this YouTube channel to honestly find ways to fight poverty. And sure enough, like I said in episode 1 of season 2, it's hard for me to believe. And the fact that that's why it's been a long time since I made a video too, because I'm still processing. It happened so fast. I blinked 3 times and I'm just in my own apartment. in my own apartment. My kids got a bed to sleep in. I got food in my fridge. You know, it's 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 amazing, but we gonna get into detail. Okay, guys, here's this information I was telling you guys about. This is the Kenneth Young Center's website. You see, you can donate, volunteer, partner. One day I'm a volunteer, actually, very soon. So, again, this is a pilot program, and we're going to get into this little article they have. KYC's community living teams make a big impact. Brad was kicked out of his friend's apartment when he missed his rent payment for the third time. Since then, he's been living on the street. He tried to get a new job months ago, but he couldn't be hired without a valid photo ID. The stress of living circumstances have been completely overwhelming. One night, a police officer found him walking aimlessly around a local parking lot, sobbing and confused without any shoes on his feet. Unable to calm him down, the officer took him to the emergency room where he was diagnosed and treated for mental health concern. Brad received the emergency care that he needed at a hospital. But what happened next? Let's find out. Although Brad's story is a representation, some of our clients find themselves faced with similar, highly complex situations that are confusing to navigate. Kenneth Young Center's intensive outreach teams work with exceptional determination to help community members through these kind of challenges. In the recent months, KYC's new front door team and community sort team worked collaboratively to prevent 12 people from continuing to live homeless and another 20 from being unnecessarily placed in institutional care like nursing facilities. The Cobra Williams transition team helped an additional 12 people move out of nursing facilities who didn't need to be there. KYC is thrilled to highlight this part of the incredible work the teams of our community living department do each day. The Front Door Diversion program, finding the right environment for recovery. KYC's community living department provides, among many other services, the Front Door Diversion program. The goal of the Illinois Department of Human Services program is to prevent medical eligible people who are experiencing a mental health crisis from unnecessarily being placed into a long-term care of returning to homelessness. This program can help people like Brad get back on their feet. When a person is being discharged from the hospital after being treated for a mental health concern, this is a critical point in their care. As part of the discharge process, the person will be screened by hospital staff to determine if long-term nursing care is the next step to take. If the person is released from the hospital and returns to homelessness, they will most likely have too little access to care they need. In some cases, people are approved for long-term nursing care as an alternative to homelessness. If the person is referred to a long-term care facility, they will be living in a highly regulated environment and are left with very little financial resources or opportunity to try to move back out on their own. The Front Door program creates a pathway for third option. When people can safely recover in stable housing in the community, they can begin the process of recovery in a realistic, supportive environment. All 12 of the people that KYC team member prevented from returning to homelessness were referred through this process. Front Door in action. Our team is connected to 8 local hospitals throughout suburban Cook, Lake, and DuPage counties for the Front Door Diversion program. When our team receives a referral following a hospital screening, there is no time to waste. Each referred person must be assessed, yes, at the hospital within 24 hours, and they often have a discharge date already scheduled as early as 12 to 72 hours from the time that they were referred. A newly referred client will need a place to stay the night they leave the hospital, so our team works to quickly connect them the resources they need. Our staff locate a hotel mhm, for temporary housing and help the client obtain their medication, food, hygiene products, and clean clothing. Our team members are masters of creative problem solving. In the past year, our staff has have experienced and solved unexpected situations such as hotel check-in difficulties. Okay. In order to help a client check in to their first night stay at the hotel, our team had to first help them get a photo ID, 7 hours, two trips to the DMV, and one visit to a notary later. The client had an ID but was still unable to check in because they did not meet the hotel's age requirements. Our staff had to act quickly to secure a place for the client to stay. Last minute changes in plans despite coordinating with the hospital for a client to be discharged on Monday. Our team learned on the previous Friday that the individual was being transferred to a long term care center. Our team got to the hospital before that transfer took place and helped the client avoid inappropriate placement into long term care. Pharmacy, insurance, and troubles. Pharmacy and insurance troubles. After being discharged from the hospital, a client visited a pharmacy where they told that their necessary medication would cost $1,300. Our staff found that the client's insurance had been incorrectly terminated and negotiated a solution to ensure the client received their medications. Lack of basic needs items. Our staff arrived at a hospital to find that the client was discharged without appropriate shoes or clothing. Our team worked quickly to provide the client with the basic necessities. While ensuring that clients' basic physical needs are met, our team members simultaneously engage their clients in the services they need to support their mental health. Depending on the client's needs, our staff provide outreach services 1 to 5 times per week to ensure the client is staying on track to meet their goals. Our team also responds 24 hours a day to a crisis line that clients can call emergencies. After their clients are connected with the most immediate support that they need, our staff connect them with long-term resources that support recovery. Clients may be introduced to KYC psychosocial rehabilitation group, PSR, the drop-in center, and substance use programming. They may learn about programs offered through local park districts, municipalities, senior centers, or religious organizations. Our team provides their clients with the services that are personalized to help them reach their goals. Finally, our team members help their clients search for and obtain a more permanent home. Facts. Alright, guys. Each person served through the front door program is unique and faces individual obstacles to finding a permanent home. They may have problematic credit, minor criminal history, transportation difficulties, or they may lack employment or other income sources. From helping their clients with interview skills to helping them search for apartments to helping them move into their new homes. Our CST members are there to support their clients along every step of the way. Of the 20 people diverted from long-term care, 9 were living on the streets in abandoned villages. 4 were living in unsustainable, unsafe housing, unsure from day to day where they will be able to stay. Thanks to the work of our amazing team members, these people each have a place to stay and will hopefully soon have a permanent place to call home. They are connected with the wraparound services that they need to be supported as a whole person, and they have a team dedicated to helping them reach their goals. how you can help give. Our team is always in need of items they can share with their clients as they face difficult transitions. Gift cards and small amounts to local restaurants like Subway, Burger King for a quick meal are immensely helpful, especially when trying to navigate the numerous difficulties on the day of the hospital discharge. In addition, cleaning supplies, hygiene products, and other items can help too. Your gifts can be given to individuals who are transitioning from homelessness to living in stability. To learn more about how to donate these items, check out our Amazon wishlist or contact our team. Join our team. Our community living team is growing, and we currently have job opportunities available to become part of a team that makes a big impact. Check out all of our available positions here or learn more about community living hiring fair, which is on a date that has already passed. And wow, guys, that is the gist of it. So I would say couple days, I'll say a day or two after getting discharged. I would say it was actually a couple days. And then because I had to move all my stuff back by my parents, they called me and they said, "Hey, we can get you into a hotel." And from there it was off to the races. And I mean, and I met other people that were in the program. They said they were gonna be in the hotel. They said they were in the hotel for 6 months. I mean, while that's a place to live, I couldn't imagine still being in that hotel right now because I haven't even passed 6 months of me being in the program. So I think I just, you know, so happened to get selected. I have two kids that helped me, and I'm in my own apartment now. From the hotel, they moved me into temporary housing. It was really nice. It was really nice. 2 bedroom, nice kitchen. They set me up with some cleaning supplies, dishes, and all that. And the next step was looking for an apartment. And also another thing about this program is funded through grants from the state. So I feel like is an important thing, and that's of my knowledge what me and my therapist have talked about. So yeah, it again, I can't even describe to you guys like just the past month, the past couple months, from becoming a manager, from having my own apartment to having a running car to owning my own car, having the title, paying my insurance, and all through the help of the programs like the Cook County's Guaranteed Income Promise and the Kenneth Young's Front Door program. I mean, is this the feeling I have now? Everybody should have that feeling. As far as someone helping you better yourself, everybody should have that feeling. In life, I believe everybody should have that feeling. If someone's in need, everybody should. If someone's in need, everybody should be helped in whatever way they need. We could say to a certain extent, but sometimes people need help. And my situation isn't as bad as other people's. And I'm not comparing, but my situation was bad, but you know, man, other people, just from listening to people, even people at my job, and people go through so much, and it's all revolving around the same thing, money. And we went over that in the last episode when Tony Prentwinkle said, the best way to do it is give people money, but people have their views on that. It's a handout. It's this. It's that. Oh, even sometimes I find myself thinking like, dang, did I really work for all this? And I was hospitalized at Alexian Brothers and Hoffman Estates, and that was my second time being there. I found out the first time about the program. I just, you still, like, while you're in there, you're learning. You're learning. It took me my second time around to actually fully understand, go through the assessments, which were 2 hours. I'm not saying that's work. I don't know. In a way, I feel like, I don't know. I feel like I could, I couldn't have done this on my own. I couldn't, not this fast. Not this fast. This type of, the outcome from me being in the program and me getting the guaranteed income, it has like put me 5 years ahead of where I was at, to being right where I need to be in life. And in life, it's amazing, man. It's amazing, and I hope everyone can get this type of help, seriously. But we're gonna go to the next slide, and we're gonna close this thing out. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed episode 2. There will be more coming, these are 2 programs I feel that can help eradicate poverty. One is a housing program, one is a guaranteed income. And the guaranteed income I covered in episode 1, obviously. So go check that out. And don't forget to hit the like button, comment, share, subscribe. But the picture says it all. Good governance could break the chains of poverty that's weighing us down. It's just facts. It's just facts. You know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, you guys, if you guys need any help of whatsoever, and that could be talking to a friend, let someone know that you're in need of assistance, no matter if that's just companionship, money, clothes, food, water, anything. All it takes is asking somebody for help. Somebody's gonna hear you out, and someone's gonna listen. And I'm here to listen to you guys' comments. If I need to improve on anything, if I feel like I need to explain more, I try my best. So hope you guys understand that there are resources out there. You do have to do digging around. You do have to go through certain things, whether that, you may have to, endure putting your pride to the side. But that being said, this is the fight against poverty, and it is a fight for me. It's gonna be a constant fight for me. I'm not gonna stop, and hopefully this channel gets big enough to where I can possibly fund one of these programs. That's my goal. Not just money for myself, for the people in need of it. And that's 100%. I say that with all jokes aside. There were no jokes in this video. This is a serious video. Again, if you guys need help, reach out, please. Again, don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe. This is the fight against poverty.